Hello guys, hope you are doing good. In this session, we will going to cover how to attach hard disk in Qnap server, on how can we configure hard disk in Qnap server, on how can we create the storage backup point, and we will going to configure the virtual switch, and we will also going to configure, we create and configure the backup solution, hybrid backup solution in Qnap server. Guys, if you are first time viewer on my channel, please like, share and subscribe. So let's start. So how can we create? So I, in my previous session, I have told you I have configured the Qnap server from scratch. So now once I have configured, I need to log in the same IP which I am getting. So I need to type the username and password. Once I have login, we need to go to the storage and snapshot. There is two options. So these are the, I don't need to now update, just close the browser and just also close this. So I have successfully logged in. So now you will once you will land to the login page, just need to go to the storage and snapshot, because now I will going to configure the storage point. Just you don't need, just click on close. I will going to create logical unit of storage point, and it will be count as a RAID configuration. You can say RAID configuration. Just click on disk. You need to check the disk. There is a two disks which I have attached, and these are the two rest of disks I didn't attach. These are the disks which I have attached here. Just click on storage and snapshot. Once you will click on storage and snapshot, there is a option new volume and storage pool. Just click on new volume and storage pool. Just click there. So now I need to configure the RAID point, which is a LUN, which is LUN, logical unit number. So just click on next and select the hard disk. So select the hard disk. I will going to select all my hard disk, and I will RAID type will be 0. It will be, once I will select the RAID type will be 0, it will complete all the estimate capacity. If I will select the RAID 1, it will only select one SSD. So you can check your one hard disk, or it will select only. Once I will click on RAID 0, it will initialize my all hard disk which is attached. Once I have selected RAID 0 and just click on next. Now I will going to configure. I am configuring my hard disk. So just click on next. Once you will click on next, after threshold I will get it will reserve snapshot space will be reserved 1.45 TB. Because it will, once there is any kind of issues on my hard disk, I can change and reconfigure. There will be no data loss prevent policy which will going to apply. Just click on next, and how many the estimate total capacity is this, and reserve space is snapshot is this, and I'm getting this complete storage point. Just click on it's unallocated. I will going to allocate this in new disk, new volume. Just click on create. Once you will click on create, storage point will be creating. So it will take little time. Once the storage point will create, I will going to create the new volume. So I need to wait for a little while. So it's created. So storage point is created. So I will going to click on create. There is a second option, new volume. I will going to create a new volume to the storage point. So I need to assign change type. The type will be thick. I will share that will be thick, and this storage pool is 1, and just free space. This is the free space which I am going to configure. So click on next, and there is an option how many data you want. So I will make it as it is default. Set the maximum value which I am getting. So click on next. So all the data, all the disk space, it will be occupied by this volume. So applying the setting, once the apply set max value, I am getting the free space is this. So I will going to assign the volume name, so BKB files. So backup files, just click on next. Once I have assigned the volume alias and this threshold, and just click on next again. These are the overview on summary volume creation wizard. Just click on finish. So new volume is creating. So new volume is initializing. It will take little time. It will be create. So I need to wait for the little more. So now I will going to it's going on. So I will going to tell you how to configure virtual switch in how can you configure virtual switch in Qnap server. So you need to go to the control panel. Just go to the control panel. Do you know why do we require virtual switch? Because it will use to increase the capacity of transferring data. You can say it will be boost the speed. I have attached connect in my Qnap server. I have attached two Ethernet cable in the 2 port, and but I will configure with the single IP which is called as a virtual switch. I'll just click on virtual switch. There is an option, I will tell you again. You will go to the home. There is the option control. Click on control panel. Once you will click on control network file and services, you need to go to the network and virtual switch. Once you will go to the network and virtual switch, there is the option over here virtual switch. So you just need to click on virtual switch. I don't need this. Just click on this. This is the overview about the virtual switch. Just close this. Yes, I will going to close this. This is the virtual switch which I am just, you need to click on advanced. Just click on advanced. So these are the virtual switch which I am getting over here. So just click on advanced, and these are the virtual switch which I have created on the single IP address which I am using. As you can check over here, single IP address which I am using for the two virtual switch, two switches in the single which I am using two. You can check over here. This is the two switch, one switch and one switch, which are the IP address both are the same, which I am using two IP with a single two switches with a single IP which I have configured. So you can go to the virtual switch. You can check here which IP is address as you are getting. So 2 is adapter is 2, and you are getting IP address is single. So if you want, I will show more about this. You can also configure, you can easy to configure this. I will go to the, once you will go to the advanced, there is the option advanced. You just need to go to the advanced, and again you will check the manual setting. Once you will set manual setting, you need to type the IP address, and once you will take the type the IP address, you will jump to the adapter setting, and there will be two options which you will get. You can configure the virtual switch. So just close this. I will going to check the this hard disk option storage, if my hard disk is created or no. So here it is still initializing. I need to wait more. So just for now I will going to pause my video. Guys, once you have created the backup files of, I have attached assigned the name to the storage point, you can get you can check over here it's ready to use. So backup file which you have created, it's created. Now the next thing, next step, we will check the file status of this backup this storage. So you can go to the file station. You can check over here backup file, and whatever file you wanted to create, you can create the backup file inside the, and you can give the permission according to this. So, and now next step I will going to tell you how can you attach to the domain controller. So go to the control panel again, and there is a option network access. Now I will going to add this Qnap server network attached storage to the domain controller active directories. You just need to so active because it I will use the security policies to user of active directory can access this share folder and can make a backup whatever IT requirement thing infrastructure thing we will going to apply. So just need to click on network access. So once you will click on network access, there is a privilege option. Just click on privilege option, and there is a option domain security. Just jump to the domain security. Here is the option manual configuration, which I will going to show to you over here. So this is the my NetBIOS domain name. This is the my server name which I have the central server. I will show to you here. SYS TSYS dm.c. You can check over here. The my computer name is this. My computer name. This is my domain. So I'm using my domain. So domain is this. Domain is complete this. So I will use the username and the password and just join. Just click on join. Once you will click on join, you will going to join to the domain controller of the current your environment IT infrastructure. Once you will join, you can share the folder, share the directories, whatever required thing you can share the file server to that from the active directory user to the active directory users. So once we need to wait for little more. It's processing. It's you're going to authorizing this Qnap server to Windows server to I'm using this Windows server 2022. I'll show to you here. This is my Windows server 2022 sysdm.sys dm.cpl. So hardware position I will share to you here. Now go to the properties. So you can check over here. This is my Windows Server 2022 standard which we are using. So this DC domain controller server I will going to attach with the Qnap server. So Qnap server once will attach, we can share our user privilege with the group policy we can assign to the Qnap server. So just jump to the again Qnap server. It is still processing. We need to more. Once a domain controller is added in your IT infrastructure or in your Qnap server NAS drive, you just go to again control panel to rectify it's added or no. It's added or no. So just need to go to the again domain controller, and there is a privilege. Go to the domain controller and enable the domain controller. You just need to click on domain security. So you can check over here NAS is already joined to the local domain or Azure domain. This is the domain name and NetBIOS DNS. This so successfully is added. So domain controller is successfully added to the network attached storage. Sorry sir. So now next step I will going to tell you how can you synchronize Windows server backup to Qnap server. So you need to install go to the app application storage, and you need to download hybrid. There is all application there. You need to install hybrid HBS. Just a hybrid backup synchronization. Click on install. This is the from hybrid backup solution. We can synchronize the backup from Windows to Qnap server NAS network attached storage, and we can also remote to remote access. We can take a backup complete remote to remote, synchronizing backup one NAS to remote next NAS. So like this we can make a backup. So it's taking little time, more time, so need to wait again. And for this I will tell you one more thing. It's once it's completed, it's completing, I will tell you one more thing about file system. Because go to the file system, and here click on files which I have created. Just right click over here. If you want to create new share folder, you can create a share folder over here. Once click on backup files, click on create a share folder, create a folder. You want to create a share folder, you can create a share folder from here also. Just create a share folder. If you want to create a share folder, you can create a share folder and assign the name. So I will assign the name of my BKP, my backup, and assign my backup files. So path will be the same path, automatic path. Advanced privilege, hide, just don't need to do, just click on create. Once you will click on create share folder, don't show this again, share folder 1, share folder will be created in your NAS drive. So you can check over here, new backup files is created in your backup files. So if you want to create one more, and you can assign the privilege to this user, so just click on close. And I will tell you one more thing or how can you assign the user. And first I will going to tell you how to take a backup. So just click on, before taking a backup, I will tell you how to add a domain user and how to add NAS user to your share folder. Okay, just click on share folder. You have created a share folder, and there is a 2 share folder. I will going to use my backup file. Just click on edit properties or edit share permission. Just click on edit share permission, and you wanted to add the user, just click on add user. And which user, select the type of user you want to use. Add a domain user. I will use the domain user. So I will add my name and administrator, which I will going to follow. So need to wait little more, it's taking time. So these are the user which I will going to select. SSD Sharik, just click on SSD Sharik, and again I will select Sharik. These user I will select. These are the name Sayed. I will select this user. These are the user I have selected. Again one more user, and these are the user having the read write permission. So read write permission of this user is having. So just click apply. There are 2 methods from here you can use. You can just edit the permission, and just action you can just add the permission, just apply. Once you will apply, just close this, and there's a method one more, edit properties. Go to the edit property, you can check all the folder name and details of the SMB encryption, SMB enable Windows previous version, whatever you think you required you can do. It's up to you, whatever things you wanted to apply. So you can cross check over here which user is having this files access, folder and files access. You can check over here. These are the user is having access. You just need to go to Windows R key together and type the IP address or Qnap and the domain name of the server. Just press enter. Once you will press enter, I will show to you in my new IP address, new machine, because I have already added. So I will log into my VMware EXI server, then I will log into my Windows server virtual machine. This is my virtual machine. We will going to console, click on open browser, console, just need to log in. I will going to log in. I will show to you. These are the, so you can check over here network window alt key together. No, because I will use here, not there. So backup backslash 192.168.12.2. Just click enter. So these are the files which you can access. So with permission, you are having the permission all of this file. Just click on any file just like this public. So I didn't add this user to the public. So if you want to, you can use the add the public user. So if you want administrator, you can also don't have the permission. So I will add the permission all of the user, because no, I wanted to add the 19 user, not this server 192.168.12.19. This is the my server which I will going to. So you can check over here, this is the user, this is the shared folder which I have created. This is the shared folder which I have created. So you can access from here and you can synchronize the backup from here, you can add the backup. So this is the process which we need to follow. Just you need to close this and don't need to bother, close this. So this is the process. So now I will going to tell you how can you synchronize backup from Windows SMB CIFS to Qnap server or NAS drive. Just click on hybrid backup solution, just click on synchronization. Once you will click on synchronization, this is a pop-up, you don't need this, just close this. Understand the risks, just close again. Okay, privacy policy, just close again this. You don't need to, just give the some overview, you don't need to bother about this. Just click on synchronization. I will going to synchronization backup, so just click on synchronization, active synchronization job. Just click on, again you need to click on active synchronization job. So just click on, because I will going to, there is a multiple option, remote NAS, one NAS to second NAS, you can take a one. If you are having multiple NAS, you want to take a backup of one NAS to another NAS, you can take a remote NAS and take a remote NAS like a backup. So I will take a Windows Server backup CISF SMB, just click, and as you need to type the assign the name. So I will assign the name over here and the IP address of our host name and the username, which username user is have access. So I have assigned and 23 T3. So once you have typed the host name, IP address or host name, whatever you want, and username, which user is having the access of the same directory, some share folder, and you need to test the connection. You need to, so connection is tested, and if you want to test the speed, you can also test the speed. It will be above 8.27. You need to just click on create. Now I am create storage space to the CIFS and SMB server. So once I will create this, just click on select. Just select and assign. You need to assign the backup job. Which job do you want? Tenders 2023. And if you want to give the some overview, you can give the, so you can check the from the arrow, you can also understand this from this server you are taking to the copy to this server. So just click on this add plus button and just click on tenders 23, just click OK. And the where do you want to take a backup? My backup, I will take a backup on my backup, just click OK. And once you have selected from backup to new backup point, from share point to destination point. Okay, for a host, this is a host, you can say this is a host, this is the destination. So just click next, and now I will going to schedule the backup. Every day I will going to schedule. Just click on, there is an option over here plus point, add a schedule. If I want to add a schedule, just click on add a schedule. Daily I will going to weekly, there is a month multiple option which you are going to select. I will going to select the daily option and 4 AM morning. Just click OK, and you need to click on no next. I have, because I have added the started the time, and just click next. And enable filter, whatever filter you will apply, it will be filtered. Just click on again next. So now you need to create a synchronization backup point to Windows Server to NAS drive. Just click on create. So this is the process to create a synchronization job Windows CIFS NSMB to Windows 2 remote NAS. Add the LAN storage and hard disk to configure, how to configure hard disk to Qnap server, how to assign the IP address, how to create a virtual switch. Guys, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.